Guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. If you are new, my name is Lizzie. You are welcome to my channel. Coochie don't stink sometimes. For my opinion, I think it's good to clean, because of if it's not clean, it's going to be stinking. But we have to listen to what they stitch and what's their opinion. So let's dive into
Coochie
it.
gonna stink sometimes. It is what it is. And some people may be like, ew, girl, like, no, that's not normal. Nobody said it was normal, but it's common. I was talking to my friend Ursula, and if y'all don't know who she is, her and her girlfriend own PH Paradise, and they do sell products for the cooch. So earlier, me and her were talking about how a lot of people are made to feel bad when they have issues down there. Whether it's discharge or an odor, a lot of times people just feel too embarrassed to say anything. I don't think that people understand how impactful it is on somebody when you tell them that they stink, especially when you do it in a disrespectful way. Like, you go the rest of your life self-conscious and insecure, and you're already pre-embarrassed and pre-ashamed because you're preparing yourself for the worst. Let me tell you something. If you're looking for some good coochie products and you want to talk to people who will not judge you, go to PH Paradise. I've used their products for almost 2 years. They're amazing.
Oh, no. If your coochie stink, and if you know your coochie stink, then me and you should not link. The fuck? Keep that shit at home. Fuck.
We know that. The issue is a lot of y'all don't know that. Yes, Caitlin was talking about an actual stench that shouldn't be there, but the issue is a lot of our natural smells that are just going to happen naturally, people consider those as stank. And I mean smells, scents as plural. There are going to be a lot of different natural scents and smells that you have when you have a coochie. But because there's already stank stigma attached to the normal natural smells, a lot of people with coochies can't even differentiate between when it's an actual smell that indicates a problem that needs to be checked out, which also contributes to those who like indulging in coochie not understanding the difference as well. But when you unpack the stank stigma and allow yourself to get acquainted with your natural body and scents and your partner's natural body and scents and what those indicate and the different flavor profiles, it's really fucking nice. That's why I say I love my natural smells. Every single one. I love that she communicates with me. She communicates with me. And again, because we have our own channel, she could be communicating a multitude of things.
It's a moist environment clapped up between two thighs, and y'all motherfuckers think it's supposed to taste like juicy fruit or strawberries, but the wonder that it is magic, and you're missing the essence by making these women feel so much shame that they be sticking a bar of soap up in there. Baby, if I get between your thighs, I'm not trying to taste your soap or summer's eve. I don't want to tip through the tulips. I want to get in touch with your two lips, and I want it to smell like the seasoning and essence of you. If it's too razzle-dazzle for you, you don't have to put somebody down. You can just be like, baby, let's jump in the shower together. I want to get you all clean and then get you dirty. Sometimes she's salty, sometimes she's tangy, sometimes a little metallic, which means flow is close. But my partner knows for damn certain I want to know how her day went, and I want to taste it on her, and I want to smell it later. Stop fucking with people who are so removed from the human experience they forget to let you be a human being.
Is. And the fact that she's experiencing ridicule over that video and from adults is terrifying. So I'm just here to reiterate. If you have a twat, a coochie, a vagina, a portal, a putwasi, there's a high chance that at some point during your life, that motherfucker gonna have an odor. An odor that can be caused by a variety of things that have absolutely nothing to do with poor hygiene, including semen, sweat, your diet, your period, getting pregnant, birth control, cervical cancer, STIs or STDs, certain soaps. After 25, I had to take so many things out of my diet, bitch, even cup of noodles. And even if the odor is due to poor hygiene, that is not something we should be shaming people for. We should be educating them. And I know that somebody may do the same thing to me that y'all were trying to do to Kaylin, saying that she must be a stinking ass bitch for wanting to actually educate in a funny and engaging way. And to those people I say, you got me. I'm smelly, stank, funky, fermented. My jaws have a panic attack every time I go to pull them up.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to take care of your coochie, because back when I first came out, a lesbian on TikTok taught me this, and now I'm gonna teach you. I'm sorry, but you have been taught wrong this whole time. First thing you're gonna do, you are going to stop using soap. At all down there. You're gonna think I'm insane. You're gonna stop using soap. When you use soap, You are removing good bacteria as well as bad bacteria. So what ends up happening is there's an imbalance in bacteria, and a smell is coming from an overgrowth of bad bacteria because you used soap. There isn't good bacteria to combat it, so you get a smell, which means that you have to wash more frequently. Stop using soap. I promise you, stop using soap. You're not going to like this, but there is going to be an adjustment period while the bacteria balances itself back out. This is, for me, was like 4 to 6 weeks. So be kind to yourself. There is going to be an adjustment period of 4 to 6 weeks. The easiest way to get through this is you're going to want to get something like these, okay? This is just a brand, but you can look for no-name brand boric acid. Boric acid, Amazon. It's like $7, okay? You're going to get some of these. Every single night before you go to bed, you're going to pop one of those up there, okay? It makes things a little liquidy, so when you get up in the morning, go straight to the bathroom, there's going to be some watery substance that comes out that has no smell, okay? You'll be fine. After a couple weeks of using this, you're not going to need it anymore. The only time you might use it is if you have a new partner, because they come with their own balances of bacteria. You may find that if they are washing with soap on their peen, especially scented soap, it will upset your bacteria and your pH more than if they aren't. If they're going to use soap, ask them to use clear glycerin soap. You can also get this at Michael's or on Amazon in the soap making section. It is clear glycerin only soap for European partners. The other reason that you might want to use this is if your partner is having new partners. They are going to be carrying the new partner's bacteria on their peen into you, whether you like it or not. So if you're sleeping with somebody new or you think that they're sleeping with somebody else, after you sleep together, just one night, pop that up there. You will have zero problems. Trust me. Please stop washing with soap. Please stop buying these scented feminine products. Stop using soap. Even if you shave. Hot water, little shaver. I use the men's one because it's way smoother. The blades last way longer. I promise you, your coochie, no scent at all, ever. Okay?
COVID and can't smell. Listen, did you know that banging your head up against a wall burns about 150 calories per hour? Now you do.
I know you fucking lying. I'm going up the yonder to be with my Lord.
She said that thing got a little bit of stank on it. Ooh, just a little bit now, not too much now. A little bit of natural stank. If you got too much stank, that shit funky in the mouth. We talking about a little bit of stank.
So absolutely, right? Coochie don't stink sometimes. Vulvas will stink and smell sometimes. Vulvas actually make NH4. And as a PhD level sexologist, let me tell you some of the horror stories I've actually seen. I have seen a person with a vulva who identified as a woman use bleach on her genitals. The pictures of the burns that this woman had because she did not want to smell bad down there. People use Clorox wipes and Lysol to try and disinfect this system that actually makes ammonia, that makes NH4 on its own. Not to mention that nobody teaches other people necessarily about vulvas outside of people like us, sex educators, because the people are walking around not knowing that they're supposed to have a regular type of discharge. The discharge actually changes throughout the month from an egg whitey substance to a thick substance as well that actually helps protect the cervix. So while y'all are coming at her talking about, oh, her coochie must stink, this performative cleanliness is bullshit. Cooch can smell. If you don't like the smell of cooch after it's been cleaned, as long as it's not anything that's like signaling bacterial vaginosis or some type of STI, then you probably just don't like to be in vagina. And that's okay. Corporations tricked us into thinking that it's supposed to smell like a Hawaiian breeze or whatever the other thing is. And also, while we're at it, boric acid. Boric acid baths are actually supposed to be a treatment for yeast infections, not a maintenance. And they only treat some types of yeast.
There are bunches of different types of yeast that can grow in dark, moist areas. All of them are not receptive to boric acid, FYI. So yes, vaginas can smell sometimes. Yes, they can perspire. Yes, they can have fluids that come out of them that might have a smell. As long as that smell isn't so pungent, as long as it's not so fishy, it's indicating that there's an overgrowth of bacteria, then that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Also, coochie is acidic. Vaginal canals are naturally acidic because they're actually made to kill off sperm until it's time for them to want to be pregnant, which is when there's an alkaline highway that actually helps support sperm movement. But outside of that, they're not supposed to be alkaline and basic. They're supposed to be acidic. Stop it. Stop.
You're lying to me. Suddenly I'm in a chemistry class. Let me take a whiff. I'm just kidding. Girls, if your sapo is jumping, that is nothing to be ashamed of. Let me catch it. I'm just kidding. Girls, if it smells like someone grabbed some loose change and threw that shit down the street while it was raining, there's nothing wrong with that. Suddenly I need a loose change. I'm just kidding. That's the reason I don't have a girl right now. Not because I can't pull girls. It's because what if the sapo consumes me? I'm a little bit scared.
Hi, if you did not know who I am, my name is Taylor Marie, and I love talking about stuff like this. Body care, self-care, stuff like that, I'm the page to come to. And today, instead of sitting on this app and screaming, oh my gosh, my cooch doesn't stink and la la this and the third, I'm actually going to help the young women and grown women who need advice and their parents or mother was not around to help them or give them this type of information. Might I add, I especially do not need to be seeing young and grown men adding their 2 cents to this conversation because I guarantee you some of y'all have skid marks in your drawers that you need to get rid of. And something else I want to add. Since we're mature adults here, there's nothing wrong with saying the word vagina, and that's what I'm going to say in this video because the last time I've talked about this, people had a problem. At some point in a lot of young women's lives, they've had bacterial vaginosis, a yeast infection, an STI, just general problems with their vagina, and there are some women who have problems with their vagina and they don't even know it or are able to recognize it. However, I am not a professional. I just, obviously that's very obvious, very clear. There are some gynecologists on here. However, if you have the resources and the finances to go to a professional for this, please do so. They will 100% help you. Tip number 1, a lot of the yoni washes and the soaps and bars that you see on here do not really work for it. Some of them do, however, some of them have some ingredients in them that are just very much so unnecessary and irritate your vagina more. With that being said, something that's really best for you to use in your lower region and that is extremely gentle are baby products, baby washes, baby shampoos, and I have 2 of them right here. First up is the Cetaphil baby wash and shampoo. I've used this for a good bit. This is like my 3rd bottle of this stuff. This works amazing. And the Aveeno baby wash. This works really, really well too. Second thing, I know y'all love to take y'all's baths and have your bath salts and bath bombs and stuff like that, but that can be very irritating to your vagina. So if you can, lessen the amount of baths that you take and obviously opt for showers. However, if you're somebody who likes baths like me, something that I like to use is this Queen V bath wash. No, this is not sponsored, but they did gift this to me and I was testing it out for a while. It has a little bit of a scent to it. However, it did not irritate me. The scent scared me for the first half, but it's not irritating whatsoever. I felt very refreshed after I got out of the bathtub. So if you want to still take baths regularly, like you usually do, you can try this stuff out. It works well. Next, whenever it comes to using the restroom out in public where you have to pee or poop, it's 2 things I need you to bring with you if you can. I know you're probably like, what the heck is this? Baby wipes. I don't bring this whole thing, but I bring like a sandwich bag of them just to wipe everything. And a travel bidet. The best purchase I've ever made in my entire life. Wipes and tissue just do not work by themselves. You need water. This has a high and a low pressure. I'm going to try to tag where I got this from. Best purchase I've ever made when it comes to the hygiene department. And if you want more body care, self-care tips and stuff like that, you can come to my page and click my body care playlist and it has everything that you need. Bye.
Hold up. I got something for that. Okay, let's just say that this is bacteria, okay, that's on the surface of your pad and liners, even in your tampon, that could cause toxic shock syndrome. We need to kill that bacteria on the surface of the pad. Because we don't do smelly cooches around here.
Do me a favor by hitting the subscribe down below and turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Thank you and stay blessed.